So how old were you during
I was
partition?
5 years plus.
And you
I was more
remember
than 5 years of age.
where were you living?
I was living in Karachi opposite Artillery Maidan, which is now known as, I think they call it Aram Bagh or something. Artillery Maidan in Karachi. We were staying in flats. Southview was the name of the building, if I remember correctly. And there was my school was just about a walking distance. On the other side, as you know, was the ground. So there was nothing on.
गाड़ी का था
Pardon?
गाड़ी का तो
No, this is Artillery Maidan, a very cantonment site, they had.
अच्छा
So,
And what
primary
was-
school.
What was life like? Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I just remember that I had just started my school there, the primary school that I used to walk to.
And did you have Muslim
But-
friends? Oh,
No.
sorry, go ahead.
5 years old
I was just 5 years old. But I remember a little bit of my village life. Our village property was quite a lot in a village called Tharusha. So, and Karachi was our urban property. Because I became 5 years of age, so I was brought to study in Karachi. I remember we used to go, in our village, go along with the cattle and come back in the evening. You see? So that is what I had one of my cousins who was slightly elder, and we were all a joint family staying in Israni Mohalla, that are our own buildings which used to be there. Other than that, the only memory that I have of Karachi is that walking from my house to school.
Did you enjoy it? Did you feel it was a fun place to grow up in?
Yeah, it's a great place.
And do you remember anything about independence and partition and
Yeah, that is very valid question you asked me. I did remember that there was something in the offing and we had to leave our home and hearth, though I was just 5 years plus. That how I came to know was suddenly my parents, they said, no, we have to move out, we started packing. So I knew that we had to move out. But when we came here, it was a big shock to us.
Oh, so do you remember if there was any occasion
Yes.
that why you left? Something.
I remember, fortunately, my grandfather was a refugee and my father was technically not a refugee because he was in a government job, so he was transferred. And since he was transferred, he had to be moved from Karachi to Pune. He was transferred to another office in Pune. So we were told that we are going to Mumbai. Those days they used to call it Bombay. And there was a ship in which he had a first class seat, which was, on the deck. So we were there. We had a large family, but some of us did not have first class tickets. So why I remember that is because my mother started vomiting profusely. She was in that lower deck. And we were all worried as to what has happened to her because for two reasons. It was very, we only few seats were there on the first class. So I was very attached to my mother and I was feeling that as if, So anyway, she was brought up to the higher deck. So that's how I remember very, very, very vividly. It was a very tough journey traveling in a ship. I also know the name of the ship, but I've forgotten since. From Karachi to Mumbai. So that journey I still remember. I remember the sea breeze on the upper deck where my father was. We landed at Bombay. Now comes the interesting part. He was shocked because we were told that we will have to live in tents. Though my father was transferred, he was entitled to accommodation here. We came to Pune from Mumbai. A tented camp had been put up in a place called Chatushrangi. Do you know Chatushrangi in Pune? Chatushrangi temple, where Sense Society is, existing Sense Society. It are full of thorns. There are typical thorns which are there. And the tents were put up. They had put a few taps here and there where we would go and bathe. So it was a great shock to us because we were told that you have to stay in the tents and you have to go and take bath under those, taps, including the elders, my grandfather. I had never seen my grandfather half clad. So suddenly one day under the taps, this is a very interesting story which I'm telling you, but I have to be cautious because what I'm going to tell you is, may not be liked by many people, and it created a lot of turmoil in my mind. And I was not able to realize as to why he said so. So anyway, to cut the story short, I found my grandfather bathing under a tap with an angocho, angocho that. I'd never seen him like this, half clad. He was pretty dark, he was not so fair, like my grandmother was, extremely fair. And then he suddenly called me. I was shocked. I said, "What is this?" He said, "Come." What does the grandfather has to say? He told me, "When you grow up, shoot Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh,
When you grow up, shoot Mahatma Gandhi.
shoot by
Shoot Mahatma Gandhi."
Mahatma Gandhi.
Right.
So this is what I want to tell you. How the people felt at the time of the partition. How my grandfather felt at the time of the partition. He did not know that he would go. He would not go back. He had locked up all his property in our village in Thamshire and came here.
Many people
When
did.
my father told him, now this is a story which I have not heard, but my father told me that my father told him, "Baba, we are going. We won't come back to Thamshire. So let us sell as much as we can." There we could have sold because we were, as my father tells me, people are very nice. They could have bought from us, unlike Dadi's family. But this is another very good saying in Sindhi. He said, "No, we will not sell the property." What is wrong with you? He's telling my father. What is wrong with you? There is a saying in Sindhi which goes like this, and he asked him that as a question. Joyu and Jayu, you never sell your wives and sell your hearth and home. This is a saying in Sindhi, which is still here in my mind. This is what my father told me. And it had a repercussion because the property was in my grandfather's name. Some property was in his name, balance of the property was in my father's name. So when it came to compensation, we didn't get anything because we had left it there and there was no evacuee property of nothing of that sort when these claims came. So claims people would also send. So these are two instances in my life which I had never forgotten till it was clarified. Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation. While studying here, I said he was the father of the nation. Why did my grandfather tell me to shoot Mahatma Gandhi? In any case, 1948, when Mahatma Gandhi was shot, the man who was laughing like anything was my grandfather. So this is, as I